let's make onion powder. You're going to start by cutting off the ends, put those aside, we'll put them in the compost. The peels and skins, we're going to use those, so don't get rid of them. You're going to slice these about 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch thick. Lay them out on your dehydrator grates. Now they don't have to be perfect. I know you're not supposed to have things touching in the dehydrator, but it's not going to be perfect. It's okay if they're overlapping a little bit. As long as the air can properly circulate, you'll be just fine. Now, as you can see in the background, I do have cabinets that are open. I've got a drawer with, I think that's an oven mitt sticking out of it. You're going to see kids come in and out of the video. Oh, there's one right there. My home is a real home. It is not an aesthetic home. It's not perfect, but it's our home and we love it. When you're peeling these onions, if you see any spots that are kind of questionable, just cut those spots out. Put them in the compost. We are going to fill all of my grates for the dehydrator. I've got 4 grates that come with mine. And then my dehydrator, as soon as you plug it in, it turns on. I can't change the settings, it's all just a preset. Every dehydrator is different, so you may want to look at your owner's manual on its recommended settings for things like dehydrating onions or vegetables and set it on those settings. I do have more onions than I have space for on my dehydrator. So I'm going to get these ones started on the dehydrator and we will get the rest of the onions going in the oven. My oven has a convect bake option. Convect bake ovens push air through the oven, kind of giving it a dehydrator type of effect. So we're going to start these other onions in the oven on the convect bake on the lowest setting that my oven goes, which is 175. Now these skins and peels, wash them really good. This is where all the dirt is, all the grime is, because it's on the outside of the onion. It's the part that was in the ground. So make sure to wash them really well. And we're going to continue prepping these onions to go into the oven. Scrub these peels. Let them drain out. Lay out a towel. You're going to put the peels on the towel. Wrap it up in the towel, and then you're going to press the water out as much as possible. You're not going to get them completely dry, but you get them close. So lay the remaining onion out on the parchment paper. Again, this doesn't have to be perfect. Just get them spread out enough to where you can have some airflow going through them. Now once these are in the oven and I've got the dehydrator going, the onions are going to shrink up pretty significantly. So once there's enough room for me to add these onions onto the dehydrator from the oven, I will transfer them and let them complete the process out on the dehydrator. So you're going to place the peels and onions on parchment paper. Again, these could be overlapping. It's really not a big deal with these ones. The skins, they dry out really fast. Put them in the oven. Now it takes about 10 hours, but they get dry. And then put the skins and the slices all into your food processor. Now these can be a little tricky to get off of the grate, so that's why I put the lid to the dehydrator underneath all of these so it can catch everything that falls through. So you put them in your food processor and let it run. I did have to run mine a couple times because I like a fine powder, but run yours until it's to a consistency that you like. Then I'm going to store my powder in a mason jar, place the lid on it, and store it.